Hello folks, and welcome to an episode of Let's Play Minecraft Resonant Rise. I'm your host Kieran Dave, creator of the Resonant Rise mod pack and one of its many maintainers, and I'm just down here calling on the power of my blood to make some water. That's right, and this water is making obsidian for me. A nice little safe zone. Oh, that's pretty weird block update we had there. Let's see if we can do a little bit better than that. What I'm gathering obsidian for is to correct a little bit of a mistake that I made. And by the way, if you don't know, Ars Magica makes gathering obsidian really easy. We could just kind of pop all these and instantly pick them up, so we can get a full stack in no time if I find a lava pool. Anyways, the reason I'm picking these up is because I need to make a few upgrades for my Steve's Carts assembler before I can finish my build. I was in a bit of a excited rush with my last cart, and I forgot to add a couple critical upgrades. I also sort of want to give it fuel upgrades just because I feel really nervous without it, and a couple other things that make it just go really fast. So we're just grabbing enough obsidian because I have enough diamonds to do the build. What I don't have enough of is obsidian, so I just came down here. And this isn't too exciting, so I think I have almost a full stack. Whoa, whoa, no, whoa, whoa, this is dangerous. Oh God, why'd I do that? Why would I have done that to myself? Okay, well this is totally not going to be a massive problem. Whew. Right, well, that was exciting. I'm gonna try not to kill myself, and I'll meet you back up top at the base. Alright folks, so I did quickly change my HUD. I know why people like that HUD, but I'm not really that into it. So, I need some diamonds. Yes, diamonds. Let's just pull them all out. I have 39, so plenty for what we're doing. And the goal here is to make one of these fine blank upgrades, because we're going to need to do a couple things. So mostly to get there, you can see the recipe is simple except for, and these are by the way just messed up simple PCBs. But what we really need is this reinforced metal. And to make that you need to cook up stabilized metal, which is of course in Steve's Carts tradition a huge deal. You need refined hardener for most of these things. So I'm just going to make a few of those. Probably looks like I could get by with a few batches. So we just need a few of these by making raw hardener, which is this stuff right here, as you can see. So let's go ahead and put this in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. DartCart, and let's just make an even 16 of them. Right, and all I have to do now with these is go ahead and make the various sub-recipes. So we just need the refined hardener, and as far as I know, this is the only use for it. So I'm going to toss these in and go ahead about making that refined metal, because it's kind of an involved process, and I'll be right back when it's done. Alright folks, I think I have what I need. So our goal is to make one of these fancy schmancy blank upgrades. Before we can do that, we're going to need a few of these, which we should have enough to just make a few. I think that's all we'll need at the moment. And yes, there we go. Pull out a big one. So this blank upgrade is the first thing we need. So now we need to actually craft that upgrade into a cart modifier, because I want to take the cart we made, which is right here, and turn it into something different. I realized I forgot to add a specific module. How about modifier? Can that find it for us? There we are. Cart modifier. I think I should actually have everything I need just on hand. Yay! There we go. I happen to have an anvil lying around. I just happened to have it in my inventory. It was pure chance. No, I didn't intend to do this at all. Okay, there we go. Cart modifier. So let's go ahead and just toss that. I think we can just right-click. No, I think we have to shift right-click. There we go. Already in there. How cool is that? I think that's pretty funny. It just gets sucked right in. And now I can go ahead and take this. As far as I understand it, I could put it in here, or maybe I have to go like this. If I right-click here, that's right. And put it here. And now, yes. So I can go ahead and modify it. And that should be pretty straightforward. So what I want to do is build a bridge builder. And this will let me cut over gaps, since I figured out where I'm going to be doing all this stuff. It's going to be around Y level 14, and there are gaps there. So I actually have to be able to have my my trusty little cart here. You know, it needs to be able to actually bridge gaps and not just fall over or turn around, because I don't want it to stop just because of, you know, some silly little like hole in the ground. That's ridiculous. What are we, savages? What we do need, though, is bricks. If we want to be in the future where I want to be, we need bricks. Or at least blocks of bricks. So let's go ahead and make this. We just need 2. 1, 2. You can have these back. And, yes, bridge builder. Oh, we're missing one of those little thingies. Okay. Now, after this, we need to build another cart. So I'm going to grab some more resources. And am I really out of redstone? Jeez. Burning through this stuff. I really got to get my mining system online. I've been trying not to mine to make myself finish this because I have another build I'm also very excited about. Okay, let's go ahead and toss you in here. Here? As attachments? Yes, there we go. Shouldn't even take a full minute. Let's just go ahead and modify. Yeah, look at that go. Cool. I could upgrade this to go faster, all sorts of things, but I won't now. The next thing we're going to need to build, and we have the engine for it already, is we need to build our derailer cart. It's actually a pretty straightforward cart, so we're going to be able to pretty quickly put this together. As I recall, we need 2 wheels. So something like this? Yeah. And then we put a nice little hull of iron like a regular cart, and then toss this here. Yay! Standard hull. Okay. This should be done any second now. Like magic, right? Or like editing. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this out. And get this. So the next thing we want to build is a derailer. This doesn't have to be nearly so complex a cart. It needs an engine, and it needs a derailer. Whoa, whoa. Or a railer? How about a track remover? There we go. Which is a really simple attachment, as you can see. Right, so this is almost the simplest attachment we could possibly imagine. And of course, we will need a little bit of storage for it. But this is really all this thing needs, right? Like this right now, it has a little bit of storage. But it's quite straightforward because the other cart will be doing all the trailblazing. This cart's sole job is to skitter down towards the end of the track after we've gone through and then bring back up all the ill-gotten gains. So one sec while I put some storage on it. All right, so I just made 4 of these internal storage. And it actually occurs to me I may just want to go back and fill out the remaining storage slots of my other cart, this little one right here, before I go on to the next thing, because this could just, I think I could just fill it up with storage, because this gives it actually a fair amount of internal storage. You can see. So let's go ahead and assemble this, and this will take about, wow, 21 minutes. Whoo boy. I hate that, but okay. Don't worry, you guys won't have to suffer through it. Actually, we have something else to do in the meantime. I did want to point out, so that should be going now. Yeah, that's going. It's going to take a while. Ugh. All right, so while that's going, first of all, I want to show off. I got my DartCraft armor going. I kind of got my DartCraft on in general. I have some EU-powered pants and shirts and whatnot, and all sorts of things. And if you look here, I've unlocked a whole bunch of different upgrades. I haven't managed to get to the next tier yet because the first few tiers you pass just by building what you need to build. But at tier 4, you need to go a little bit further, and I haven't quite gotten there yet. Mostly because I haven't needed to build too much stuff. I will build more stuff as time goes on. I actually made this really, really cool bow. I don't know if you've seen these. Let me just... Is it dark out? It is. And there's some enemies outside too. So this elemental bow, if you... whoa! You can see that there we can go ahead and shoot force arrows, and only force arrows. But if we shift right click, we can put it to torch mode. I don't think I have any... do I have any coal on me? Is there any in here? No, of course. There's lava crystals. What crass fool uses coal in this day and age? This day and age of lava crystals and all sorts of stuff. Well, let me show you the other modes at least. So this is fire mode. I upgraded it with all the elemental types. So let's see. Can we see any monsters out here to antagonize? Hello, monsters. Ooh. That hurt. What hurt me? I don't understand. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see. I'm sure we can find some monster to antagonize just lurking around here. Aha. There's one. Sup, creeper? Oh, takes you right out. So it's a pretty strong thing in and of itself, right? And you can see it immediately lights on fire. So that's one mode. Now let's take a look and see if we can look at the freeze mode, because this mode is actually cooler. Here we are. Let's just... Phew! Now he can't chase me. He's stuck. Now he'll probably die from this shot, but you can see that he couldn't chase me even though he wanted to. Oh, I got a spoils bag. That's cool. Let's take a look at what we got. Oh, please be something ender pearls. Please be ender pearls. I need them so bad. Well, an adventurer's diary. That's cool. Ooh, really good power book. Some coal. Hey, I can show you that thing now. Let's stack that. Music disc. Ooh, and copper, which I guess I won't turn down. And then industrial leggings. Sure. I don't really want these though. I mean, like, look at them. They're terrible. They're weird. What's this diary? Oh, this is from Hardcore Ender expansion. So you have to keep filling out the various pages to get stuff done. What about the other stuff? Got that. That's cool, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, but you know what we could do with the coal? We could make some torches, some torches, and toss that right there. Use the rest of the coal. Boop boop. Now this also has torch mode, which is pretty much what you'd expect, but you know, it's kind of fun. There you go. Makes a torch. So we can just go ahead and plant those down. Really useful. I had another mod called ropes that would do that as well. Pretty nice. And I don't think it really does anything bad to... Whoop. You can see that this bow hits mighty hard. And can also has a small chance to decapitate, which is cool. And you also notice that I'm not jumping to hop over things. I actually get step assist from the force boots of this armor. So it's very good armor. It's not the best armor that's available in Resonant Rise, but for its position, it's very, very attractive armor because you don't need to do a ton of effort to get armor that makes you very mobile. And that's sort of what most people want the most of, like early game, is great mobility. It's hard to get fantastic mobility early on. And in fact, if I I gotta move my R's thing. I can fix that, but I'm trying this new Zelda-like HUD. I kind of like it, except for that, of course. But watch, if I cast this spell, whee, I can really go far. Right, this is nuts. This is almost jetpack flight. And you can see we can just cover so much ground so fast. Whoa, those mana elementals are very dangerous for me. Let's just stay away. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Hey, did you know that I got this cool bow and that you have a lot of life, so you'll be a good test candidate? Oh, look at you. Just burning to death. I think I'm actually out of arrows. I'll have to make some more. They can only be made with DartCraft materials. So... What's up, dude? This is a looting sword, so it's very likely to drop stuff. Whoa. That's a mage. This guy seems a little confused. Oh well. Let me go ahead and get back to the next task at hand after I clean up my inventory. Now, I know we've been talking about carts with engines, but there's a little bit more to this build than just the carts we've named so far. One of the things I'm going to need is these advanced rails. So let's see if we can do this right. I think we can even do it from here. Can we go like... No, we can. Perfect. What we need to do is get a few of these advanced rails. And I'm going to build a bunch of them because they're actually really quite useful for all sorts of things. But the goal here is to be able to make a few more creosote ties as well. So while that's cooking... Actually, I may have... Probably not. Let's go ahead and grab some wood. This wood is ugly. I hate birch wood. What terrible person thinks that birch wood is okay? I don't know. I can't even imagine. Oh, we need some tin for cans. I got so many types of tin. I should just unify it. It would be better in pretty much every way. Like so. Just that should be enough. Thank you very much. I gotta get a crafting terminal made, don't you agree? It's just kind of expensive when you're still struggling for cells, and I confess that I am a little bit poor of quartz. I did build this fancy heat pickaxe, and I have another fortune one, in addition to the speed one, so I can just tear through the ground really fast. It's fantastic. But yeah, it's not actually the best. Okay, so we get these ties. 4 of them is enough for what we want to do. And make one of those. And now we have these advanced rails waiting for us over here. Which I think we can just go like this. Yeah. And we get a whole bunch. So we only need to really get one of those for now. Let's toss the advanced rails in here. Now, you might be saying, Dave, you haven't told me why you want that. let's go ahead and make sure we have some sticks, and I'll stop teasing. I built a roller coaster. Let me show you what that means, because it's awesome. So I want to get down to my mining area, which you haven't seen yet. So I built this Steve's cart with just a seat in it. I thought that was just a funny way to do it. Just because, you know, all the carts, and you can actually push them pretty nicely on your own. Whoa! 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 Oh, and here we stop, right? For now. Down here is the actual area that I want to mine out. But one thing I'd like to do, see, this is the area where we'll build our mining system. But one thing I'd like to do is make it easy to get up and down. So one of the things we have to do is make sure that we have boarding track that is, or rather a way to get, like, we need a boarding track and we need a way to get up and down from here. Because like this is like actually really difficult to traverse. So let's go ahead and break one of these. Let's pull out this. We'll make a boarding track in a sec from Railcraft, but this is what we need here. And then we need to make some redstone torches. And I think that, yeah, I think that we'll be in the clear if we can just, let's see, right. And I'm going to do a few more of these up this nice long fun track, which is, by the way, just the most fun thing to ride. I'm looking forward to going up it as well as down it. And once I'm done with that, I will meet you upstairs, and we will make the boarding track, and then we'll put that in place so that we can get on and off. I could do it with just Steve's carts, but Railcraft is actually way easier for this. So I know, which is crazy. It's crazy, I know, but Railcraft is easier here, so we're gonna use Railcraft for it. I'll be right back once I'm done doing a little bit of track maintenance here. But folks, before I go and do some other work, how could I possibly not have a little bit of fun with this? Whoa! Let's see if we can make it all the way up. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh, that was terrible. All right, let's see if this works, because it's just too fun not to try. So we hit the button, roll forward a little bit, and whoa. Can we make it? Yes! I think we're going to make it up to the top. Whoa! It's a little bit slow. It's a little bit janky. All right. I'm happy about that. That's fun. We just need to make some boarding tracks, and I guess check to see, I wonder, how is our little cart progressing? Still going, about halfway there. Okay. Well, let's keep going with the build. It's nothing quite so pressing. So let's see. I need to make some boarding track. Right? It's just a simple little thing. Boarding track, train boarding track. All right. So it's pretty simple to use these boarding carts. They're actually one of the most straightforward things that you can use. So all we have to do is just make sure that this thing receives a redstone signal. If we put the cart down on it, it won't move, like, no matter how hard we push. Now, if we go ahead and do a redstone signal right here, off it goes, and it will go lightning fast. You can see it's already gone. Wow. And, ooh, ouch. We can run down here. I feel like I'm hearing something ominous down here. I don't know. And you can see it stopped there, but all we have to do is go ahead and replace these with regular track, which we happen to have exactly 2 of, by coincidence, I assure you. That one right there. And it points the way we face, but of course that's the wrong way, so we whip out our trusty crowbar, and we flip it around. Cool. Now, for this one, all we have to do is make a redstone signal. It's not enough for it to be nearby. However, I think that if you use a powered rail in front of it... is there really something like right here? Sounds like Darth Vader is just hanging out there like, hey, what's up? All we have to do is just give this a redstone signal. So, yeah, what should we do with this? Folks, just because I'm crazy and I kind of want to make this nice. So if I pop this here, I pulled out a couple of things from Project Red, which I actually I thought I wouldn't like, but it turns out that I do. So as I understand it, if I go like this, and this is the red alloy wire from Project Red, which is pretty simple to make, as you can see. If we pop that wooden button, it'll go off. So all we have to do is run that over here. There we go. And then if we use some of these cool covers or panels from Forge Multipart, like so, Still works. Great, so all I have to do is now fill in the sides, and I can do this downstairs. But now, oh, not quite what I intended to grab. But with that, I can just really quickly, it'll be great. I can really quickly take off and head down there. It's going to be perfect. And I actually kind of like this solution. It's nice. It's simple. It's unobtrusive. I did have to cook up a little bit of stuff, and I'm mighty low on redstone. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this whole build without mining again. But you know, I hop in, and I could do this with a regular minecart too. This is just kind of showing off. And down I go. I'll finish up the other one off camera. And ta-da! It's done. Just a nice cart. Just a nice cart. So I think with that, I've been putting a couple other things together. And I think we have what we need to do at least a trial run. I may polish this up between episodes and do a little bit of refining, but I'm going to show you the basic principle. I'll kind of fiddle with it a little bit, and then I'll show you the actual build as we want it. Whee! I got to fix that up. Okay, so the basic gist of it is that we're going to have one primary branch that everything goes off of. So let's say that, well, we want to go this way. We know that there's silver and redstone that way. That's pretty nice. A little worried about monster spawns down here, so let's go ahead and put that right there. You know what? Yeah, let's do it that way because it's a little bit easier. Let's just clean that up there. You can see that's pretty fast. So let's just pretend for a second that we know what we're doing, right? What we want to do is have the carts come back over this way, get refueled, and drop off whatever they need. And then we want them to come back over here, do a couple other little things, and then head off this way. Now, you'll notice that, well, we could probably do a little bit cleaner. Probably it'll work better if we go like this. Yeah. And that should be fine. I think that it'll know to go the right way. If not, we'll make sure of it. And we can even go further, but we'll test it first. So now the trick of this is that we're going to have these two carts, a miner and a derailer. The miner is going to go down this way. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to get a DartCart thing. Area mode activate. Now you might be saying, Dave, why are you digging for this thing if it's going to dig for you? Well, let me show you. We got all these little gaps here. These are from the leftover artifice madness. This is one of the reasons we want a railer, or a bridge builder. But don't worry about it, because I brought down my fancy schmancy builder's wand, and I can use that to go ahead and kind of clean things up as we go, because we do need a little bit of room to lay out the initial thing. So we go like this, right there, and of course I even brought some smooth stone so that we can. Okay, so what we can do here, and this is kind of a cool trick that I saw. I'll link the video that I saw this from originally, because I actually asked this question in the Feed the Beast forums, and no one ever answered me, and then finally someone did. They kind of came up and answered it. The trick is that what we do is we lay out tracks like this. So our cart digs 3 by 3, so it digs a hole like that. So let's go like this, and let's put one that faces there and there. Now you're saying, well, Dave, how is this possibly going to work? Well, I'll show you. So what's going to happen is the railer is going to come out, and as it rails, it's going to go dump, 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 and it's going to pick a direction and go that way. It's sort of random which one it picks. But once the derailer comes, so that well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Gotta calm down. Sorry, I'm excited because this build's coming to fruition. The mining cart will progress down. It'll be fantastic. It'll be really pleased with itself, and it will go to the end. Then it will come back with its fairly gotten gains, and it will follow the. If I lay them out again, well, if I lay it out again, it will follow the track back in, and we'll take care of all the various things of not drilling through our own stuff in a sec. But it'll follow things back in. And then the derailer is going to go out there, and he's going to derail, derail, derail. And when he pulls this rail, and then this rail, and then this rail, and then this rail, right? He's going to pull those rails, and this one's still going to be left behind. And so the next time that the machine had the digger heads out, it's going to be like, oh, cool, now I go this way. And then it's going to go to this one and to this one. You can see it's a really simple system that's really effective. And once you realize that you can use multiple carts to accomplish your tasks, and you don't just have to build one omni cart, it becomes pretty easy to see how to use Steve's carts to do things. Now, I'm going to be starting with a very simple system, but we're going to make this more sophisticated. The very first thing we need to do is use these advanced detector rails, which are not very expensive, as you can see. They're quite cheap, as a matter of fact. And we need to use those to control our cart. So a cart that's sitting on those will not use fuel until it gets a redstone signal. Interestingly, a cart that, well, let me show you. We'll put one right here. When a cart passes over, we can make it detect with another detector block. So what we can do right here, let's just pause how this is, we can toss down. This will be where we unload things, right? Boop. And we'll put detector rail. And this will be where we unload and reload fuel. Let me just go ahead and get this set up, and we'll start a basic mining run. Make sure this all works right, etc., etc. Okay, one moment. All right, folks, this is exciting. So we're almost ready to give a couple little test worlds, and I think we may not be able to finish it this episode. We're about to get near the, oh, Sace. There you go, blowing yourself up. I think that I'm going probably have to finish this next episode, but we're really close. So let's go ahead and see if we can get a test run. So I've been setting this up. If you haven't seen this interface, it can be a little confusing. But basically what I'm saying is on the yellow side, I want to fill the engine. So let's go ahead and put just a wee bit of coal in there, just a little bit. And I like to fill the railers. So let's go ahead and put a wee bit of rails in there. And I'd like to take the inventory and empty it out. You know, not a big deal. Now let's go ahead and put down this cart, our mining cart. And let's disable the drill so we don't break everything. And we'll get to how that works in a second. Let's give it a couple pieces of cobble. It's definitely going to get some cobble. And let's go ahead and toss in a piece of coal. So this is going to immediately have it start. And the drill is off, right? Yeah, drill is off, so go. As you can see, it's going to go in here. If we look in here, it's going to fill up the thing, and then it's going to suck out the cobble. And then it starts going. Now it's going to hit this thing, and it's immediately going to stop. And it's not going to be using any fuel at all. It's just going to stop. Now, why is that? Well, it's because we asked it to. What we did was we put a little rail there that freezes it. Now, that's a good thing, because what we actually are going to want to do is control that. We're going to detect when the other cart goes by and fire that off. So if we give it a redstone signal, it looks like it's going backwards, but don't sweat it. So now you can see it's railing. Oh, but it sort of hit a wall, right? Obviously, it's broken. So let's go ahead and hit this, waste a little bit of fuel, no problem. What we need to do now is set it up so that it enables and disables the railer, which is not too hard to do. All we have to do is just, let's say right here is the cutoff, right? Because we'll be digging right there. So let's go ahead and put one of these down. I think we put it right here. Right. So yellow, blue, yellow, blue. We want to, in the orange direction and blue direction, well, no. What we want to do is, if we're going in the blue direction, deactivate the drill. And if we're going in the orange direction, we want to activate the drill. So for the drill, orange direction deactivates. This is opposite. Orange direction, activate. Blue direction, deactivate. Perfect. We also, for the railer, I'll show you in just a sec, but we'd like to orange direction. So this is exactly the same. Orange direction, deactivate. No, opposite. Sorry. Orange direction, activate. There we go. So now let's go ahead and put down our drill. Let's make sure to deactivate the drill before we give it fuel. Turn that off. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of fuel and rails in here. We don't want to get too far. And then that's powered. Let's give it a little bit of fuel here so it can go somewhere. Actually, we probably don't need to get any fuel, but it's fun. Okay, whoa. Now you can see that it's going to do its thing. Not going to take too long. It's just going through the cycle. And then puff, 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 puff. And now drill is on. Now check this out. Oh, no, maybe not. Let's break that. Round 2. Oh, you know what? It must be that it has to be underneath. Duh. I built this in a test world like 2 weeks ago, and I'm sort of hazy on the details because I was very tired when I built it. All right, let's see about doing it this way. I think we actually have to do, well, it should be fine so long as there's a what I think we're actually missing is that we're missing a advanced detector rail. And ooh, better eat before I starve, huh? That'd be embarrassing. Nom, 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 nom. Ah, sweet apples. Anyways, yeah. There we go. And okay, we want to do orange direction activate, blue direction deactivate. That should be correct. Let's go ahead and toss this guy down. We're not going to give him anything except, well, we'll give him some rails in here so he can pick those up and have a good time with them. All right, Mr. Cart. We're going to give you some fuel. Go to it. Going to do his thing. Vroom. So now you can see. Oh, look at that. He's digging. And he digs pretty fast too, right? I mean, this is not the fastest, but it's not a joke. So now he's going to dig for a moment. Oh, look at, he's already uncovering sweet ores. Look at that. He's just tearing through this. Now, how's he going to do for fuel? Let's just keep him fueled. As you can see, he actually is pretty good about picking stuff up. Oh, and his bridger. He needs some cobble for the bridge. I forgot about this. I'll have to set that up in a sec. What's a valid bridge material? Stone? There we go. As you can see, he may need to make bridges. There's bedrock right there, a pit right down to bedrock. Alright, so he'll run for a while if we let him, but let's simulate that he's managed to get full up on stuff, right? Actually, what we should do is this. Like, let's simulate that he is full of stuff, right? Now he can't get any more stuff. So now he's full. What's he going to do? Well, actually, I should probably do something that he can't use, right? Yeah. How about this? We'll use track. He can't stack over track. Like so. So now, whoa, don't hit me. He's decided to come back. Now, when he comes back, you'll note that he doesn't immediately drill through everything. Let's hit this so he doesn't go anywhere. He stops. Now, that's pretty useful. Because now he's, as you can see, he's still unloading and unloading. He's going to be unloading that for a long time, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and unload for him. Hopefully he won't ever mind the track. And he's going to go, and he's going to get stuck right there. Which is exactly what we want. So now, let me just show you exactly what will happen when we place a railer. So let's go to the derailer, what he'll do. Again, I don't understand. Auto pickup, cage pickup. I'm a little confused. I thought that I could toggle. Can I toggle any module or just... I feel like this is going to be... Because you see, the build is I'm a little confused. We'll see. So let's go ahead and have him right there. No, wrong one. Oh, inventory tweaks. I love you even as I hate you. So let's go ahead and... Well, let's start him over here. And give him a little bit of fuel. And so he's going to go to the very end and start pulling up all our tracks and storing it as internal storage, which is fantastic. That's exactly what we want. Now, when he passes by here, I believe he's going to stop derailing. If not, we'll punch him. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, he's no longer derailing. And in fact, he's unloading all his rails that he got. Then he continues until we give him the signal. Let's go ahead and give him the signal. And I think it's just the drill and the derailer. I think they share a common setup. So let's just make sure of that, right? Let's go ahead and lay these out and make sure that this guy does the right thing. So he's going to go to the end. Yeah, so the drill does the same thing as the derailer. Fantastic. All right, folks. So you've seen the principle. So all we have to do is set it up now. In the next episode, I'll show you how. We have to set it up so that this... Whoa, the derailer is probably not going to do very much. So that this thing happens in sequence. First, we send the drill cart down a shaft. Then we send the derailer cart down a shaft. And while one's going, the other one can be working. So all we have to do is set up a way to control this redstone signal based on the presence of a cart or not. And it's not that hard to do. There's a couple different ways you can do it. Notice that this detector rails aren't actually detector rails, but there is a block I'll introduce you next time that does it. So I'm thinking I'm going to leave it at that. Folks, if you've enjoyed this episode, if you enjoy my series, please let me know. Leave a comment. I value comments quite a bit, so go ahead and leave me one. That'd be fantastic. I also really enjoy likes. You know, who doesn't? I enjoy subscribes even more. Again, who doesn't? And of course, if you'd like to try the Resonant Rise mod pack, some people have asked me, hey, what's your mod list? Go to resonantrise.com or go to the AT Launcher, download the AT Launcher, and you can try Resonant Rise. It's that simple. Go get it. It's so much fun. We've been working really hard on making something very unique and fun and different, and I hope that you like it. Now, that's not all you can do. We're working on a Resonant Rise light pack. I just announced this. So if you're interested in anything like that, go ahead and you can contribute in the forums. There's going to be some forums coming up very soon for that. And you can go onto the RR Light IRC channel on Espernet, which is just another IRC channel that we've set up. It's brand new, so if you haven't heard of it before, don't be surprised. And we will continue to work on that project, and we'd love to get some user feedback on that project as well. In the meantime, I will continue to polish this between episodes. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.